Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning everyone. Hope you are all well. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on today. Red folder day, PMI all day, everything PMI. We have GBP PMI, we have USD PMI, and of course GBP PMI. So let's see what we got going on here. Obviously, as I said, PMI for basically all of the major economies here. PMI, I can't even speak. PMI basically stands for Purchasing Managers Index, which is basically showing you manufacturing, if the sector is growing or contracting. So manufacturing and services. So anything above 50 means that that sector is growing. Anything below 50 means that it's contracting. So they're expecting numbers to come back actually pretty much the same here for the pound, which is good. I prefer to see them not shoot overboard. Very hard to predict, PMI here, because there's so many factors that go into it. How much business loans, spending, there's so many things that go into it. So it's very hard to try predict what numbers are going to come out, especially for 3 economies here. But the one thing we can note is that, again, for US, which is obviously they're expecting more growth in the economy here, if we do not see that growth in the economy, that's obviously going to be a negative for the dollar here. Same thing with the pound here, it's going to be negative for the pound. If we see drastically lower numbers, you probably see gold actually bounce from here. If not, then we just continue how things are. It's basically nothing really major here. What do I expect? I expect maybe small reaction, nothing really crazy. Again, very hard to predict PMI. It's not like an inflation thing, but this data is important. Overnight, we did have some interesting news actually come out from our good friend Mr. Udia in the Bank of Japan here. Actually, no, that was on Forex Factory here. like to show you. Let me show you guys. Here we go. So this article here, pretty important article. The comment section is better. Help yen, old crook. You demolishing your fellow friends. Suzuki and Kanada trying to do. We have to see the... Let's have a look. Copper snap. Yeah, so basically what he said, Odia on what inflation needs to do for a Bank of Japan rate hike, okay? So he said Bank of Japan don't have any preset data on timing, pace of future rate hikes. If trend inflation accelerates in line with our forecast, we will adjust degree of monetary support through interest rate hikes. If our price forecast changes, that will also be a reason to change policy. Future monetary policy guidance will depend on economy price, market development at the time. Didn't say anything new on Bank of Japan last week in Washington. Trend inflation is still somewhat below 2%. It's important. So need to maintain accommodative. So again, still printing, right? We still need to print basically. Monetary conditions for the time being. If geopolitical risks, weak domestic demand cause disruptions, Bank of Japan will respond through flexible, nimble liquidity provisions. In other words, interventions. That's another word for interventions. Nothing in that a lot above any surprise with your keeping options open. Yeah, basically that. So yeah, that's basically what the speech is saying here, is basically that inflation. So this data on Friday is going to be very important, right? Obviously we need to, this is going to be the monetary policy report, seeing what their core CPI comes back. If it comes lower than expected here, we're going to see some probably some yen weakness here, actually some yen weakness. So now looking at what's going on here at the charts here. So if we start off on the daily time frame, yesterday we had a straight continuation from London session. No real pullbacks, just straight continuation except for this pullback. This was a nice close below, kind of mid-session between New York and London for the continuation here. Otherwise, obviously we breaking down from London here. Now we did go end up and hit the daily support down here, which you guys will see very clearly. So we tapped daily support quite perfectly here and started to reject off it. Of course, we expect reaction from that daily support. And this puts us again at a tough spot because now we're in the middle of the daily range. So London session, one thing has been super consistent in London session is that every time we reach London session, we're in a 50-50 point of view, right? We have arguments for price to go towards the upside and we have arguments for price to go towards the downside. Similar thing today, we have arguments for price to go towards the upside, such as us rejecting the bottom of the range, not closing below the range, and at the same time, we also have arguments for us to go to the downside, because if we look at here clearly, we can see that what have we done? We've closed at resistance, respecting this previous, breaking now 4-hour lows to continue down and maybe retest the lows here, right? So I would have preferred to see a bigger top wick here, and this makes our job a little bit tricky here because we're literally in the middle of the range here. It could end up just being something like this. Difference is we broke the lows here. We didn't break the lows here. Here we broke the lows, so that's giving some guidelines that maybe sells could make sense. This is lower high to go retest the bottom of the range one more time, or at least retest somewhere into here. Maybe it just retests here before continuing up bullish. It's very possible to see retests into that zone, and we could get bullish bias later. Now, ideally would be nice to hold a little bit wider stop loss and let something play out during the day. But today is going to be a day where we have to be a little bit careful because of all the news that is coming. We simply cannot try to hold a trade unless we kind of get like we're in profits, and then we can manage the trade in profits when the news comes out, because we're very tight when it comes to news, right? It's not like we have hours in between. You literally have London open, 15 minutes after London open, you have your news. 30 minutes after London open, there's news, and then another 30 minutes you have GBP, and then another 30 minutes, you have Euro again. This is not as important as this one, but then another 30 minutes later you have GBP. So you don't really want to be holding positions where we could get random moves that just wick you out, right? We see average in these type of news moves recently on GJ, 30 pip move, 40 pip move has been quite normal. And with the stop loss that we use in our trading strategy and that I use on this channel, it's normally, you know, something a little bit tighter. So that's going to be significant. I'm not running 60, 70 pip stop losses here that we can account for news. Well, you can run that, but then at the end of the day, what direction are you going to pick, right? You have to kind of pick a direction and go. So this is very similar to yesterday, 2 candle pullback. Here we have like a 3 candle pullback. Yesterday we didn't get the bearish closure. Now we do have a bearish closure. So that's giving me, you know, some sort of consensus that sells could make sense. If we start to get probably below 191 here actually, which is around 5 pips away from where we currently are. If we notice here, every time we held above 191, we seem to find support and continue towards the upside. But when we dip below, there's a pretty move. When we dip above, there's a pretty good move above as well. So I think that's where sells would make sense. Would be nice to see some form of liquidity grab, but we can see we're just kind of moseying our way down towards the downside here, kind of just slowly making our way towards the downside without any upside move here. So that's why I feel below 191 is where we'd get a volume push here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 LTAs, pretty high volume zone here on the 30-minute. We can see this 15-minute support right here. We can actually mark this 15-minute support. Let's have a look at it. This is an old one. We've crossed through it twice, so it's not going to be as relevant. So it's kind of more of a, oops, not quarter. It's not going to be as relevant, to be honest, but we can just mark it just to have. I mean, 500 is really where I'm looking at. 4 hour does not have top wick. Would be nicer to have a bigger 4 hour top wick. So this could be just a move down, but again, it does technically have a top wick. Just of course would be nicer for a bigger top wick. But if we're getting below 500, then I feel like that will be a lot safer here. If we were to get below 500, because this could easily do this, right? Notice the trend here. We close new lower low, we break low, we retrace first and then come down. So we can avoid that, right? Because if we see price now make a new low like it's done here, it start to reject, come back up. Now we avoid all that drawdown, and we know the next time it comes through, that hopefully will be closer to volume time. Once we leave 500 where we get potential rejections, which you can see, we can look to maximize that move down to this support, which could end up for this later very well. So I you know, that could happen with news, especially from us coming from the bottom of the range. I really don't like that we're coming from the bottom of the range, but again, we're trading a session. We might have to retest first. We have had a massive reaction from the bottom of the range, so price might want to cool off a little bit, right? Which we just trade that cool off, which ends up then making a higher low and continuing towards the upside. Definitely is possible here, definitely is possible. So right now, for it to be worth, has 30-minute. Yeah, you do have your 30-minute closes well below here, right? You know, for 4 pips here, I don't think it's worth it. I think for 4 pips, I rather just wait for below 500, even if we're getting 5-minute closes or something. I think it would be a lot better to have that type of structure, you know, for 4 pips. But I mean, if you guys are wanting something early, then, you know, maybe you can try force the 5 pips. But I really do think below, not 500, 191, we will have a lot more confirmation there, below 191. So that's what I'm going to wait for here on GJ, just not to get caught in fake outs. We've seen a lot of liquidity grabs recently, so preferably, realistically, I would like to see that happen first. I'd like to see that happen first, and then I can look to take a move towards the downside. Now, let's have a look at gold here. Gold had a massive dump here at around 5:30 a.m. A little bit, yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning here, my time. Had this really big dump here. I couldn't find any news to cause this type. How big was this move? From this 300 pip move. That's nuts. 300 pip move is nuts. Yo, 339 pip move. There was Bank of Japan news, yeah, but then we would have seen the Japanese yen be affected, right? That won't cause gold to be affected like this. We would have seen both be affected. We would have seen Japanese yen affected, and we would have seen gold affected. So this is like, yeah, some big boy literally just said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm taking profits here. I've been greedy too long. I've missed out on all of these pips. So obviously we're seeing some selling pressure come into gold now. After a long time of rallying here, we're starting to see some sell pressure here, which is obviously healthy for price here. It's not good when things go straight up. Obviously, this daily candle closure is a massive close here. Very important close. If we bring back drawings, we can start to mark the different zones here. We can mark this daily support here as well. In terms of bias, we're obviously going to have a bearish bias at the moment now. But that 300 pip move has made things tough. So we're sitting at 4 hour support right now. What we need to see for continuation is either two things. We need to see pullbacks to continue down, which would be the preferred option. Pullbacks to continue down, which it's working on doing, right? You can see it pulling back. Remember, we've had this 300 pip move. Gold likes to cool off for a little bit after a big move, right? Big move, cools off, and then the next move. Obviously, this next move here, pretty hard to catch, to be honest. I don't know who's trading at that time, right? But yeah, you need to let it cool off. Counter trend buys, not too comfortable at the moment. Otherwise, this would have played out. I don't think we're ready just yet for buys. We're not tapping any major zone just yet. I mean, 2300, yeah, we can expect reaction. My mic is broken. Why? What's going on? Everything here says it's fine. Look. Look at stream. If I can even bring it to this screen. Look, stream health, excellent connection. All systems are go, bro. Oh no, no data now. Look at that. Yeah, something's happening with YouTube. It's not my connection because it's excellent connection. Sometimes stream lags. I'll just refresh the stream, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, that should be good now. Yeah, Zoom is all good, so I know it's not my connection. It's just probably YouTube doing some weird stuff. Let me know if it continues, but hopefully it should be good by now. So yeah, continuing with gold, would really prefer to see gold do deeper pullbacks after such a 300 pip move here. This range is going to be pretty strange here, you know, to trade inside of this range and to manage that. Yesterday, same happened to another streamer. Yeah, then most likely YouTube. Otherwise, Zoom would have suffered here. Because Zoom is also connected to my mic and my internet. So if it was my internet or my mic or something, then I think we would have problems in Zoom as well. So I refreshed the stream just now. Hopefully that should be good. So yeah, as for refresh your stream. Just press refresh on you, because some people have it, some people don't. Most people have lags on their brain. Stream is okay. Yeah, now you're just trolling, right? So yeah, now I'm just looking at gold here. If we get below these lows in London, I don't trust a breakout. It's crashed. Yeah, everything just crashed. Everything just crashed. Don't know what's happening. It's the 1000 lot guy? No, we're good now. This should be good. Yeah, MetaTrader's going all nuts. Something's reconnecting. Damn, you guys leave so fast. Literally stream buffered for 10 seconds. 150 of you guys left. That sucks. You guys really are super impatient. Yeah, we're back. Everything crashed. 150 fake followers. Bro, literally we were at 400 viewers. Stream crashed for like 10 seconds. We're down now to 200. It's like, alright, I'm out. I've had enough. ICT making sure stream crashes? Probably. We should be good. If it crashes again, then it crashes again. It literally crashed my Wi-Fi. Look at GJ, I'm looking, right? It's rejecting from that 15 support, never got below, right? The patience of these people is like 24 seconds max. Yeah, right, bro. It's that mind was mind-boggling. No wonder you guys are putting a lot of pressure. So yeah. They were just here for the trade. Yeah, most people are, right? Most people are. That's gold space. Well, yeah, that's basically the analysis though. That's the analysis. Let gold form, you know, in this range going to be too inconsistent. You have no clean ranges to trade. There's no LTAs. You needed to create zones. It's very tough after 300 pip push. You needed to let it create zones for you to trade. Once it creates zones to trade, then you'll be able to maximize and trade those zones, right? Obviously. So if we get below here, resistance below will give you that option. Trade back to the daily support. Otherwise, you need to just wait inside of here. You need to wait and be careful in there. As for GJ, same plan. We just need to wait now for GJ. Next news is not coming till after London Open, actually. 15 minutes after London Open. So we have till London Open to potentially try maximize the position if we were to get some juicy volume or something. So yeah. Good. That's the analysis, guys. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. That is the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. We have 300 people now back after 400 people were here. So 100 people still left, but that's all right. And yeah, get the likes up to 150. Would appreciate it. You guys know the drill. And hopefully GJ can treat us nicely today and we can get something, because I'm waiting here like you guys. We can sell at green candle break. Not for me. You can do that if that's your plan. Of course, I'm not going to try deviate your plan, but for me, below 191 makes sense. You know, below 191, close below that or something will be good, you know. I don't want to sell when this is rejecting something and then get caught up in a big rejection here, something like this we've seen. This 1 hour candle will be important the way it closes here. If this closes with steep rejection, obviously not as good as if it were to close a little bit more bearish. Even better if it closes below the support, obviously. And yeah. Still learning, so I get confused sometimes. Yeah, but that's why you ask questions, right? That's the point. Hi. Hello, man. PUBG Killer Record. What a name, man. We're not in volume zone yet, isn't it? What do you mean by volume zone? You mean volume time? Or do you mean volume zone? Time? Yeah. Volume time is in about 2 minutes, right? We just show up 30 minutes, yeah, not from 8, from, yeah, 8 your time. But 7 London time. Or, yes, 8 your time, yes. But you see, it normally lines up perfectly, right? It takes us around 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to do our analysis, mark up our charts and everything, have a discussion. And yeah. Does LTAs have to be multiple candles? No, they don't actually, man. They don't have to be. They can be one candle as long as it's big enough though, right? So most LTAs will be multiple candles though. London opens in 1 hour? Yeah, but most positions come before London Open, right? Look at our data. Every single trade is mostly before London Open. All of these, that's London Open trade here. All of this pre-London, 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 pre-London. 11, this is London Open. London Open. So you can see a lot of this. A lot of this is before. Spreads is nuts again. That means there's really low. Whoa, that's massive. That's like 2.5 pip spread. Let me see what my spread is. I have 0.6 pip spread. That's weird on your broker. I have very tight spreads at the moment. $2.5 is your regular spread, or look to change broker? Got my TFT account back finally. See if they stay around. Yeah, if you got it back, then there's a high chance they fix something, you know? I have high spreads, 2.5. Damn. Yeah, mine is a lot less. Do you think compared to protein powder, Alnada or Rawabi, protein milk is better? No, I don't think. Alright, so we're pushing down here. No top wick. Oh my god, don't be one of these days. Can you imagine? No top wick on this 1 hour. So obviously I want a top wick here for sure. Oh, Wanda, I've just never used one of those. Never used one of those. Human average attention span study, 12 seconds in 2000 versus 8 seconds in 2023. Nowadays, human shorter attention span than a goldfish. Damn, that's bad. Pre-London is called Frankfurt? Yes, it is. Yo, GJ pushing down here as we can see. Not really any way you could have entered off this candle here or something like this. 5 minute as well, no real entry. No top wick here, no top wick. Nothing you could have done. Opening of Frankfurt we see, yeah. Unfortunate though, at least give us top wick, right? I mean, even if you were prepared, right, you would have to, I mean, I don't know how you become prepared to take that. You have to just be super fast, press sell. Bro, GJ is gone? Yeah, tell me about it, bro. At least nipple wick, right? You literally had to say, okay, hour open. Oh, sorry, sell. Boom. Yesterday you took minus 4% on GJ. Oh shit, man. What happened? What happened? What happened? That's a heavy hit. It's a big candle here for Frankfurt. Say my name, Harry, or else your stop loss will be hit. Thank you, thank you. What's the weather like? Sunny, sunny, man. Small wick on icy, yeah, but you have to just be extremely fast to catch this. Like, you literally had to be, okay, sell now, boom. I mean, you were rejecting these lows here. Fast in bed, but not in a trade. Yeah, if we had that top wick, boom, come back, retest, and then boom, enter below 500. This is news, bro. It's not news just yet. Just yet is not news. We do have this, of course. We do have this net borrowing. I mean, it could be. It could be. It could be this net borrowing here, definitely, but normally that doesn't do so much. This is just borrowing, how much people are borrowing. Damn, 11 billion. Okay, that is a big number. That's probably why we can see that. Alright. I mean, that can have some influence as well. Definitely can have some influence if it comes back drastic numbers. Also up 3 billion. Yeah, it's a pretty drastic number. So it obviously can have some influence. $700 TP. I think. Where'd you get 700 from? That's my question. Opportunity missed? I don't think we missed it. I don't see me. I mean, I wasn't even prepared. I mean, if you were prepared, normally you let the open comes and then, you know, we look for something breaking through 500 or something. I mean, 191 or something, right? You know, that's what we would wait for. Because I'm watching this, so I'd like to see just price come up here, not do this again, right? This is what I don't want to happen. This same scenario where we have price close below. You take a sell because you didn't wait for top wick, and then boom, that you get triggered on that entry there when it breaks the low, and then that's it, you're screwed, you know. So we always just want to wait for that. That's part of the rules. I mean, I was simply just not prepared because normally I have time to wait for top wick. Do you go over top wicks in any of your YouTube videos? In my content inside the, I do go over it, but there's a video inside of the exclusive community that's in depth about no top wicks and why that happens and what we do, you know. There is a video about that. But on my YouTube channel, there's a basic video. Not basic, it's pretty good, but it explains wicks as a whole. It's not specifically no top wicks. Like this wick fill video here. There's like there's videos that show you different things about wicks. Thunderstorm, problem is stop loss, right? You have to run stop loss back above here, because even if the thunderstorm triggers, you're not going to be wrong, even if it comes back, retest 500 and come down. So let something like a setup 3 come instead of just a thunderstorm. Alright, that's what's going to be better at this point here. Luckily, we're rejecting off nothing here. So if we can just retrace here, even make a top wick and then start to get back below 191, looks good. Looks good, looks good. $11:15. We have time. We have an hour and 15 minutes basically, or just an hour. So we have like 2 15-minute candles, you know. Yeah, 2 15-minute candles. GJ about to retrace and keep going. Yeah, that will give us an entry. $11 to 13 pips. Let's have a look. You took it from there. Not break of this low here. $1 hour and 30, there was no 1 hour confirmation at that time. 1 hour was inside the range. Did not close below. 1 hour closed below here, so you took it break of this 1 hour low. Yeah, that would have been okay, but again, top wick. You need top wick. What if that triggered you and flipped? Good you were fast. Good you were fast. I agree with that. I was aggressive on that one. Yeah, you just want to be careful, because if that bites you, then we're in trouble. But that's I mean, I was looking for that. I was actually looking if we get top wick here and start to break through 191, I just rip it like that. Hey, why did we not take this trade? It's not why did we not take this trade, it's why did I not take this trade. There's no we. If you wanted to take this trade, you could have taken it. I was waiting for top wick. If I'm not going to have top wick here, I'm not just going to break my rules now all of a sudden, you know? I can't do that. I literally can't. Like, my plan was, even if I can't get in from up here, I'm getting in below 191. Like, I was not in a rush to get in from up here. So at least I need a top wick here to give me that something that follows my rules. There's been so many times that I've been caught out not waiting for top wick and lost so much money. I'm serious, guys. I've lost so much money not waiting for top wick. Just last week, not last week, on Sunday, we did a backtesting session with the guys on the webinar and the exclusive group. And there was a situation where there was no wick and it went straight to stop loss. You know? So top wick in which time frame? Any time frame that you're looking to enter the trade. So in this time frame, it was the 1 hour open, the 15-minute candle open, and the 30-minute candle. So all of them would have had a top wick if it flipped up. There's nipple. Yeah, if you had a nipple, then yes. If you calculated, normally I like candle open. It's the 1 hour open. Let the 1 hour open, make its top wick, and then you can start calculating. Stop loss, we had to calculate stop loss, TP, does the trade make sense? All of that stuff. I'm not rushing into a trade, especially when it just opened dump like that. If you go watch the replay of how this candle opened up, it literally opened dump. You had to literally have it all set up and press sell. If I took this trade, I can guarantee all of you guys would have said, oh, we didn't have time to get in. Because I would have said, all right, I'm in a sell. You don't know where stop loss is. You guys don't know where TP is. You wouldn't know anything. Like, literally, I would have just said, okay, I'm in a sell, guys. Like, be honest with yourself, guys. Be honest with yourself. Even if I had have taken the trade, you guys wouldn't be in with me. Because it would have happened too fast. It would have broke the low and gone. And you wouldn't know where I sell, so you probably over-risked. Now that you're over-risked and over-leveraged, not a good idea, man. The beauty of hindsight. Yes, exactly, man. Like, literally. Even the guys in the exclusive, I know they follow good risk management strategy. If I were to just tell them, okay, I'm in, they're now. They're just going to be like, you know, how am I supposed to calculate that, right? Can't calculate it. Very nice stop loss as well. Five-minute thunder. This is closing in 39 seconds, so you probably won't get the thunder in 39 seconds. You probably want to wait for the close below, if anything. Problem is it worth it ripping a thunder from these lows here? 7 pips for 7 pips. Literally, as I say that, thing just rips. 1 hour can flip. It can at the moment, but we're seeing a lot of momentum in the market here. You can see this momentum, so you'd play off momentum. Now close no bottom wick. So we have no top wick and no bottom wick. Yeah. Great. Do I have bottom wick on IC? No, technically nipple. What I'd like to see is a setup 3 from here, to be honest. So basically, if we can see this candle now form structure here, because we've had a push, right? We need to wait here. Why is it that type of color? If I can see this, same wick. Hopefully it leaves a longer rejection, something like that. That would look even nicer. And then the next candle come. And then break the lows here, boom. Here we can watch. If we start reacting from weekly support, which we haven't really been reacting, it's more of just to keep a higher time frame level on my chart. But if we do react, of course we can manage, we have space. And then look to get the move at least down to this support here, which should give us around, I would assume 10 pips or something. Yeah, there we go. So that would be kind of the idea. And that would be your structure proving to you that it doesn't want to come up and make a top wick. Where can I learn about your trading setups? I have a video on YouTube talking about my setups. You guys can check that out. This one here. Top 3 price action entries in my Forex strategy. If we can get a really sexy setup too here, I'll be super happy. That's like what we need right now. Just a clean setup tool, especially in this momentum zone. Something pull back, form resistance, boom, we're off to the races. That would be dope. Like this 15-minute candle, the next one, and then close bearish. This 15-minute candle is extremely rare. No top wick, no bottom wick. Where is Didier? This is his speciality. Marabuzu candle, I think it's called. Daily support too? Yeah, it's the same as weekly support. Weekly support is the same as daily. But price has not really cared about it recently. We can see how many times it's crossed through. No problem. So I would really not be too worried about it. I would more use it just as like a minor watch. Even if you're 2-3 pips above it. You know, many times it passed. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 times here. So I wouldn't put too much weight on it. But it's still on the screen for a reason, so it's still something we have to consider in case you start to see heavy rejection from it. Obviously, we'd need to manage that. Marubuzu, yeah, that's the one. Actually, this trade gave me 1%. Wow. If you managed to get in, then yeah, you would have had your 1% move here for sure. What size was that move? Yeah, 16 pips. It's a decent move, you know, totality 16 pips now, how much we've moved so far. If you wick close at the bottom. So yeah, I would have given you that. And this is the plan from the morning. It's just, this is like a harsh reality that no one talks about in trading here. When you have a plan and your analysis is perfect every single day, but you have to sit here and watch the market not give you an entry. And that's one of the most painful things you have to go through as a trader. Because that's a situation called I call it, right? The D and D, not Dungeons and Dragons, all right? Okay, the D and D paradox. This is the D and D paradox, which means you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because if you take a position not following your plan and it loses, you're damned. If you don't take the position and it plays out, you're also damned, because that was your plan and you wanted to be part of that move. So that's a very difficult situation to be in trading, and I call it you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know, because both ways you're basically taking a gamble. So at that point it's pure gambling. You're not trading anymore, you're gambling, because you're telling yourself, I'm not following my rules, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and try something out. And you have 50% chance of winning and 50% chance of not, which is, yeah, something you can do. But if you're going to use a strategy that has 50-50 like that, then you need to have high risk to reward, because you will take more losses. And if you take more losses, then you need to have the risk to reward to cover for those losses. But if you're trading one-to-one, if you're trading scalps, then definitely you need to have a little bit higher win rate, right? More aggressive break-even strategy. Otherwise, you're going to take unnecessary losses, which is not going to make you money. Let's see if the daily or weekly is an issue or not. With this momentum, who knows? I could probably predict price opens no top wick, next candles dumps through. Have you tried prop firm? No, not yet. I have perfect analysis, then don't enter because I'm afraid of taking a loss, then it just plays out. If you had an entry and you didn't enter, that is a big problem. If there's no entry, no problem. You haven't missed anything in your plan. You just have to be patient. As much painful. It could take a month. Remember, some traders hold drawdown for a month. Some traders are in a loss for a while. right? Hello, Mr. No Trade. He is so afraid to take a trade. He has no confidence at all. Yes, I definitely had no confidence to take all of these trades. That's why I have a higher win rate than you. That's why I'm here live in front of 500 people taking trades, because I have no confidence. It definitely takes zero confidence to trade live in front of people and deal with idiots like you. Very good. Smart guy. Very smart. Is the bottom line your support? Yes. This line here is a weekly support. Look what I said. What did I say? Open, no top wick, dump. Don't let them get to you. It's okay. They're gonna come now. This is all my haters now are really happy. Like, they're super happy to see me slow down. Like, they're super happy to see the markets slow down here and all of this. This is like their dream come true. So now they're gonna open their mouth because they didn't have a chance before. And then what happens is that I just follow my plan long term, and they realize, you know what? He's here just trading for himself and doing the best he can. So as much as I hate on him, there's nothing we can do about it. And that's facts, man. And that's facts. There's nothing you can do about it. Listen, I don't like to pull this card out. I really don't like to, but you can go ahead and check London. In terms of people streaming, there's a reason why people don't last streaming, and there's very few streamers last. And there's a reason why streamers, right, they go and they put win rates with trades off stream, and this is all, I'm showing you pure everything on stream. We have 2 hours per day. In that 2 hours, I'm showing you what I take, what I don't take. That's it. I don't need to flex what goes on off stream. People in my exclusive group know, because everything I take is planned. I never randomly say, oh guys, I took this trade. Did you know about it? And they were, what? No, it would be there in the plan or something. So this is also important for me to sit here and take something. As much as you guys may be frustrated, Mr. No Trade, you think I'm showing up here not to trade? You think I'm enjoying this to show up here and have pressure from people for me not to take a trade? You think it's something I want to do? This is important for me. This is part of my income. I'm here to take trades, but I'm also here not to lose unnecessarily to impress certain people. So this is just a cycle that we'll have to go through. And if you can't handle this cycle, and if you're feeling FOMO in this cycle, if you're frustrated in this cycle, then you can't trade. Because trust me, go somewhere else. You will figure this out long term. And the only reason I know this is because I've been around for a while. And that's it. That's all I have to say about that subject. How can you lose to impress people? Yeah, that's my plan, right? That's what I'm telling you. You don't impress people doing that. So there's no point. I've been in the industry for 3+ years now, and Furus are easy to spot. Now I am telling you, Tradesharpe is a real one. You can speak to any top trader. Yeah, thanks, man. You can speak to any top trader and they'll tell you that this is a part of the cycle. I'll tell you the part of the cycle. You'll have extremely good times in trading. You'll have extremely bad times in trading. Tell me one legit trader, honestly, guys, one legit trader that does something every single week, all right, and show you guys that haven't had a bad time in trading. Tell me one that you know. And I have not had a bad time. I've not had, a really, really rough period. And if it happens sometimes in the future, I'm going to be prepared for it. Mentally, physically, Emotionally, you have to, right? That's number one. Secondly, we're just in a slow period. It's not necessarily a bad period, it's a slow period. We're not turning up every day, pressing buy or sell, right? And losing. Lorenzo does not have a bad period. Well, even I haven't had a bad period that's been on stream. Of course, in my journey I have as well, but there's no bad periods of where we have 5-6 losses back to back. Right? We don't have 5-6 losses back to back. I dare you guys to give it 3 months. Give it just 3 months of discipline, hard work, and seeing how this game works. And I promise you, you will notice a massive change in your trading. Massive. Right, this is a pullback we wanted, right? See if we can now start to pull back, create resistance. Think physically Harry means going to face against Bank of Japan guy? No, I do not harm anyone. He never risks more than 1 to 2% per trade. You can't have a bad period. That's my point. A bad period won't be bad if you're look, I'm probably one of the only people who's showing you a strategy here that involves live trading. Tell me one other person that's using 15, 16, 17 pip stops. Most people are running like 60, 70, 80 pip stops, man. Even on GJ, I see it. So accept that you have two choices. You want to run the wide stops? Okay, run it. Maybe it will be better for my marketing if I wanted to market, right? If I wanted to market, I could, yeah, come here, take a position every day. But I'm sharing for you a strategy that has worked, that has been proven, that is, you know, good long term. And that's what I think matters here. What's this no bottom wick 30 minute now? No bottom wick? I know, right? Weird. It's a little bit weird. Anyways, I don't need to talk more about that subject. It's very simple. You guys are being emotional for the last week. So I just need to try to condition you. I'm not getting pissed. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that this is how it works. But it's annoying to speak about it, of course, especially for my guys in the exclusive who have been listening to it for so long. They're like, fuck's sake, here we go again. Bro, 17 pips is nothing in GJ. Actually, it's pretty decent. 17 pips is nothing on gold these days, right? That's pretty small move on gold. Even though it's profitable move, you can make money from it, but gold is moving a lot more. But 17 pips on GJ is pretty good. People always think the grass is greener. It's only a matter of time before you realize that this is gonna stick, that this works. I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah, you need to go through a lot to really understand this game. It's not as simple as ABC. Oh, Alex, you were wrong. We technically have a tiny wick here, just for you. If this next 15 minute candle can, that's a tongue twister. Candle, it's 3 C's. Wait, candle can close bearish. try say. Then we can have a setup 2. My spread this morning messed me up on GJ. Oh, what happened, bro? You need to check your spreads. My spreads are okay. Some people have very wide spreads this morning. My spreads are running at 0.3 now. Wow. So that's, you need to check your broker, right? Check your broker. .4 on XNES, yeah, that's perfect. A 1 pip, 1.5 pip is also fine. Give me a sec, I'll just go toilet, come back. Here might be that 1 hour top wick. Alex feared that. Right? 23 minutes can still happen. Now that's the thing. This rejection could have happened. Yeah, okay, fine. It's likelier to happen from some form of support, some form of resistance. But if you entered the trade and got in like 3-4 pips of profit and it rejected 191, that could have definitely been a rejection zone. And then now it makes the top wick. You're in trouble. You're definitely in trouble. Bank of Japan said they will intervene anytime today. Is that true? Well, better short, right? Where did you get that information from? Yeah, we're creeping up slowly. Creeping up slowly to that 155. How's Jixi doing these days? Yeah, Jixi has just shat its bed. So this tells me yesterday that this move down yesterday was not yen strength, was actually GBP weakness here. You know, would make sense if this was to reject from here. You can see, look at this actually, look at this. Come back down, retest down here, come back up, retest when we have the pullback to create support to go back up. We might bounce from the bottom of the range here on gold. Yeah, you know, after a 300 pip move here, gold normally likes to chill inside of the range. That's what I normally see happen here, is gold just chilling. So you could just see gold do this, you know, until it makes a decision, maybe higher liquidity to go down. Was there setup 2 at market open earlier on? No, that wouldn't be valid setup 2 because you have no clean range. If you had clean range, then yes, it would be valid, but you didn't really have clean range. This is not market open. This is like an hour before market open. This one here is not enough, to be honest. You're running around 80 pip stop loss for about 15 pip target. I don't recommend that. Don't recommend that. Literally retrace the whole move here. 18 pips gone. Anyone with runners? They're not running, tell you that much. They're at entry. When is the exclusive group going to be accepting new members? Yeah, today's the last day of the waitlist being open. And then it will close until next month. So once the waitlist closes, members will be accepted. That's how it will work. Remember yesterday what time the volume came? Who remembers without looking? Quickly, who remembers? What time did volume come yesterday? Without looking. Quickly. You guys are cheating, guys. You guys are cheating. Too slow. You guys are cheating. See, I catch you guys all the time. Not even one person could write in the exclusives. Even YouTube chat is writing. Exactly, London Open. You guys are so bad. Just literally sitting here mindlessly doing nothing, waiting for someone to say something. Actively be involved here. Watch what the charts are doing. It happened exactly at London Open. This was the candle here. Look at the volume coming here. What? 10:45. London opens at 11. So this candle closes at London Open. London Open came, made top wick, and that's it. It was gone for the next 15 minutes. Right? Catching you guys all the time. Usually Asian, as I said yesterday, only Asian volume. Yeah, but this I would count as the big volume move here. So that's London Open. Here's your 1 hour top wick, right? So no top wick was made. Now it's coming to be made, right? And that's, most candles do have top wicks. The hard thing is to predict when the top wick is made. You know? This is a serious one? Okay, I'll check Russ. Anyways, if you guys enjoying the stream, do leave a like. I know you guys are probably not enjoying. Some people who enjoy information are enjoying, but the people who are waiting for trades, I get it. I get it. I'm in the same boat. I'm here obviously to take positions, not here to waste time. But I get it. Ooh, wow. Oh, damn. You guys see this? Japan authorities could intervene to prop up the yen at any time. Fuck's sake. This doesn't make our lives any easier these days, huh? It probably happens this week. If they're saying that, they're literally saying, listen, at any time, we will send this down. They're saying that it's too weak now. Which makes sense. Like, we were waiting for a proper intervention here. Which makes me, you know, really want to stick on the short side here. So the more shorts I can take, it will be better. But if we look at the market and how the market works in terms of a manipulative standpoint, that's what everyone's going to try be doing, right? That's what everyone is going to try be doing. But we will just trade off technicals. I think technicals tell a lot. This could be very confusing because it's not like we have any proper data on when the news is going to be released, etc. Right, now gold 20 lot. No stop loss, right? GJ acting abnormal. I think now with that news coming out of them saying possible intervention, people are going to be a little bit wary about that. This is where you want to see reaction. This is where gold can continue inside of the range. If we can get below and see some 5-minute thunderstorm, I actually think we might have a sell quick scalp opportunity like yesterday. If we can get below and form thunderstorm. If not, we're going to continue in the range. If intervention happens, how many pips down? Ooh, normally they're like 80 to 100 pips interventions. How much percent you make in this month? Actually, this month, one of my slowest months, actually. Not the best, not the best. Gold carried me this month. I got a few gold breakouts, which really carried me. I'm up around 2.53%. I need to exactly calculate. But yeah, I was up a little bit more, but then I took, on the last trade that I took, I went to 2.3% risk. So I was up around 5-6%, and then it took me down, obviously. Yeah, I'm 3% now. I did take a trade on Friday, but I risked only a 6 lot on that. Closed for around 480 profit. So around 0.8%, a little bit, something like that. So 100 pips TP, is that on USD JPY? I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to play it. If that's the case, I feel it's too easy, right? Isn't it too easy? This can be considered setup 2 on gold, not a setup 2. That would be considered a setup 1 if it gets below. Sell stop UJ 155, TP 150, 500 pips. Are you mad? You know, I mean, technically you could run. You could, if it gets to 1, if you do sell stop this, you know, you could technically run this with 100 pip stop loss. And if it starts to push through too much, you know it's not going to happen. You can just get out. Listen, this week we have a lot of interesting news, right? We have Bank of Japan. They're probably going to do it on Friday, to be honest. You know, they're just going to come out probably all guns blazing here. All guns blazing, you know, on Friday. Like, if we don't see it tomorrow or the day after, then I think Friday is going to be the most likely for it to happen. You know? We probably see them come, especially with the Tokyo CPI here. Doubt they'll intervene. I don't know. There's signs, you know. If they are going to intervene, these are the levels that they would do it. Yeah, we have PCE data on from the US as well. I do expect hot PCE data because we got hot CPI data as well, right? GJ plan, I want to see if we can create resistance here and then see what happens after we create resistance. If we just end up flipping, then we're waiting a little bit more here. And then, yeah, we see what's happened. Because if this 15-minute candle here closes bearish, you can have a setup too to trade back towards the lows. But remember, you'll be trading against a bullish 30-minute and a 1-hour rejection. So you're kind of expecting the 1-hour wick fill here, but 30-minute is creating a support. So if you start to reject anywhere, that could have just been the bottom wick. So you kind of want to be aggressive with break even and be happy that you break even, you know? I don't know how you do it. My head hurts after reading some of these chats. Well, hopefully the sacrifice I make of doing that is helping them learn. Like, they'll soon realize. They'll either leave my stream and they'll come back in a future time when they realize that they go to other places and it's, you know, trading is trading. Or maybe someone's not transparent and they seem really good from Instagram stories and, you know, they do all of that. Then guess what happens, you know, then when they realize that that's not reality, they'll come back. But that will take them maybe a couple of months. So maybe you don't see them now, but in a couple of months, we'll see them back. You know, and guess what we'll be doing? We'll be sitting here doing the same thing, following the plan to our best abilities. And those who are joining me in the journey will enjoy that as well and learn the skill in, I guess, a form that I see as the path of trading, to be honest. Simple question, what's the best lot size to use on a 5K account? Depends on your stop loss. Some people use stop loss like 80, 50 pips. You need to use smaller. Some people use stop loss like on EU 3, 4 pips. EU has 3, 4, 5 pip stop loss. Then of course you can use bigger lot size. Some people use 15, 20 pip stop loss. You'll have a lot size for that. So it all depends on what size stop loss you have. All right, that's basic risk management stuff. I think Japan has more bullets to buy yen. They have unlimited bullets. They definitely have a lot of dollar reserves. This is all their bullets, man. Damn. Hi, what is your advice of taking counter trend? Like, how is it to manage on that? Manage the trade based on what you see in terms of structure, but it's always okay to be more aggressive on counter trend trades. Why? Because again, they're counter trend. So when we see rejection, we might think that, hey, it's going to continue the original trend. You know what I mean? So counter trend is more, you're looking to do a scalp. You're trading the pullback of a higher time frame continuation. Most of the times you just want to be following the trend because it's going to give you the most consistent, and it's the easiest to make money when following the trend because you're going in the same direction as the actual move. 50% margin call for a joke? I hope not. What's a 50% margin call? You can margin call your account 50%? I've never experimented with margin calls. I know what they are, of course, but I don't know what happens. Does it close your position when you get margin call, or do they just warn you? Or they close it? Damn. They warn beforehand, then they close? This is from a friend? Yeah. First person to answer. Look, Didier and Claudio. Immediately, no questions are quickly answered. So, if you get if you get margin called, you have a chance to close your position before, or there's no chance? Oh, they email and then the same time they close? Okay, then you're just screwed, right? If you get margin called, you're just fully screwed. That's why you don't full margin, guys. That's why you don't full margin. Are you going live in the exclusive group every day of the week, or which days, please? Yeah, exclusive group, we're live every day. London, after the stream ends, we continue to discuss, and maybe if trading's still relevant, then we're still trading, of course. New York session chat, we have New York session chat. All the information is on the website, so you can see that. What you get access to all my content. There's a database full of content. You get all of the way I trade, so you'll be caught up very quick. It's not like you're gonna get in and you're gonna be lost, because you get access to all content. And then we have webinars as well, right? These are all webinars we do. We record them, we put it in the drive, all of that good stuff. You know, in the Discord as well, this is like where people send their plans, make sure that they're following their plans before the session. This is where we just have a discussion. I send my plans for New York. So this is where my plans for New York are sent before New York session. I also send a video explaining what I'm looking for. So you get a video breakdown and then a small markup. And yeah, that's how the group works, you know. And then here, content library. Every time we do a webinar, I write what we talked about on the webinar. Right? I just talk about what, so you can go back and say, I don't have time to watch all these webinars, which is why we have the content. But you could also say to yourself, I want to see some of the webinars, but I don't know which one will be important or not. You can go back in here and see, okay, this webinar, he talked about feeling lost on the charts. I feel like I'm lost on the charts. Let me go watch it. Navigating rejection wick. I feel like I need to learn more about rejection wicks. Let me go watch it. That's how we just do it. I was hedging and hedged on the wrong pair as the name was similar. Oh my god, bro. It's not ideal. AUD CAD and AUD USD dyslexia. Let's see if we can get this 15-minute creating resistance. That will also flip the 5, right? We would see the 5 flip in here in 1 minute. If not, next 15-minute also will be after news. So news could give us top wick, liquidity grab, and then we could come down. So we have two options here, right? Two options we have. If we close something doji like this, then I'll need to see a 5-minute candle closing below. If not, this is just giving us more for setup 2. I do think we'll get setup 2. I'm going to wait because news, we have Euro news. We'll wait for the first Euro news here. We'll see how much that impacts the market. If that doesn't impact the market much, then German should be okay. We can get in between German and French, and then we can be, between French and German, and we can be positioned. And then GBP I'm not worried about because it's pretty long way away. The guy who we said got missed out, got liquidated. Yeah, I mean, this is the top wick I'm talking about, right? Is that top wicks do usually happen. This gave a top wick, so like now, right? This is the, now I do expect a top wick, you know, on this candle as well. Now, let's say you entered these cells here randomly for some reason, which I don't agree with here, by the way. If you entered these cells right now, at any time, this could make a top wick, and that top wick can put you in drawdown for sure. How did gold 1 hour close? Respect support? Yes. That's what I mean. We can start to form a range like this. You can see gold respecting the support here. You will need something closing below a 15-minute candle. That structure is nice that you have this bullish closure before the close below. So if you get a close below and 5-minute thunderstorm, I'll be looking at that as well for gold today. That would be my plan for gold. There's your top wick. So now we do have a top wick. This is kind of what we wanted when we were taking the last position, right? Because let's say we were looking at the last position, we said, okay, no top wick, let it make a top wick. Now it would have made a top wick, and then we say, okay, fine, we could enter break of the lows. That's how you get into a position like that. Give you time, measure stop loss, measure everything, you know? I also don't want to completely remove from my mind that we could also potentially bounce out of here and buy for today, right? Because remember, we're coming from the lows of the range. So if we see this pop back inside of the range here, like this, and do this, and then continue, that could be even opportunities to get to here or potentially push through this range. So this candle here will be important what it does. Can you go through GBP AUD GA? Do I have it on my chart? Yeah, I do. Let's have a look. Actually, no. I'm not going to go through GBP because you call me skinny today. So that's too bad. Punishment for today. That's your punishment. So too bad. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Let's have a look at GA here, right? If my drawing tool can stop drawing. Alright, so weekly is breaking lows. Just took out those lows there. Daily time frame now at support. 4-hour time frame at support as well. I like how this is now rejecting the support. You know, this might set up for buys here, especially if this 4-hour close is bullish. This starts to look good for buys. Yeah, I think even inside of this range, it could consolidate for a while, create some sort of consolidation block like this, or like this, or like this. And then once you get the breakout, especially price leaving 191,680, that's where you can look for this move to retrace. You know, I definitely do think that could be a possibility here. Harry, from a fundamental perspective, are you bullish or bearish on the upcoming news for GBP? It's very hard to fundamentally understand what PMI data is going to do because I don't know what the service sector, the manufacturing sector is going on in UK here. You know, but their numbers, the one thing I will say is the numbers that they're looking at is basically very conservative. So I would expect it to come out as expected. Sorry to bug you. Could you please explain why there's no setup 2 on the 15 min after rejection of previous low here? Because you're trading first of all into resistance and you're trading into a downtrend here. Not a good idea to trade into a downtrend for a setup 2. As you can see, all of these failed, right? You would have took setup 2 here, failed. Setup 2 here, failed. This setup 2 here, we don't know. It might play out, but at the moment, you were up around 4 pips and now you're sitting in break even basically. Or minus 1 pip drawdown, whatever. Again, this can still flip close bearish and then sells are going to make sense. If this closes back in the range, only then now we're back inside of this 15-minute range, things become a little bit more interesting. Every day I end up doing gambling. Yeah, try avoid that. As you can see here, I'm not gambling. If I was gambling, I'd be taking positions to impress everybody. What do you think about gold? Needs to break the bottom of the range here, below 2300. Same plan. We have the same plan on gold. Gold has not changed in terms of plan. See it coming down here, a lot of volume. I want 5-minute close to be honest. Want this 5-minute close. You could impulsively enter a break of this previous candle, 15-minute candle low here impulsively. I don't know how much I trust that. It's too aggressive right now, but it might be the only way to get in. I'm not doing a half risk on that just to give it a shot. I'm not really looking to give a shot here. I'm looking to take a trade that I can hold. But I think that is going to be the only option. So, yeah. If things going to go now, then that's what it's going to do right now. So that might be your only option. Is taking a break of that previous 15-minute low here to get down to the support. Do we need to consider Euro News in 7 minutes? Yeah, but that's why we would want to get in on the 5 and then manage before Euro News. Are kind of bad too. I mean, based on the 5-minute here, you'd put stop above 5-minute highs here, 12 pips for around 10 pips, you know. That's what we're dealing with at the moment though. You have 191 as management. We'll have to see on this 5 here. fat top wick would be good. Not 15 stops? No, because you take it at 5-minute scalp. I like your plan, Harry. Got the whole year in front of us. One with not giving entry is no biggie. Yeah, exactly. It's a nice 5-minute top wick though, I have to say. If this candle flips here, I'm gonna give this a shot here. Flips and break these lows, I'm gonna give this a shot. Stop loss above previous 5-minute candle high. If it's gonna be 1 minute from the 15-minute close, then I'm just gonna wait for the 15-minute close, of course. Especially with the Euro news, not GBP news, but there's Euro news, right? Euro shouldn't be a big deal unless drastic figures come out. We can see movement into the pound, you know what I mean? But it's not like yen or something like that, you know? All right, with 1 minute till news here, not news, but 1 minute till 15-minute close, as well as news, I don't want to get triggered just right at that. At least we would have a minute. So I'm going to wait till this 15-minute closes here, right? So 53 seconds for the 15-minute to close. Let's have a wait for the 15-minute candle to close here. See if we can get a deeper candle close like this. The way it's closing now would also be fine. Next 15-minute candle top wick, and then same entry. You are expected to break through these lows. It's the only shot we have today. So if you don't want to take that RR, then you don't take the trade, right? Alright, great top wick here. If it flips, I'm still in, huh? If it flips, I'm gonna take this. This is a good top wick. Because we've opened no bottom wick here. This could just be a little bit of news liquidity grab. We also have 5-minute thunderstorm here, right? Set up 2 with 5-minute thunderstorm below the range. Remember, 5-minute did not close back inside the range. 5 minutes respecting 191. So we have 5-minute thunderstorm with 15-minute closing bearish here. Break the low, sorry. Definitely not flip. I don't think, I mean, flip would be a little bit too aggressive for me. 2 pips, I mean, yeah, but I think we'll have more confirmation if we break the low. Where's your B? 6-7 pips? Yeah, anywhere in this zone here I'll be watching. Anywhere in this support type block zone. I mean, the idea is obviously we would want to push past it, right? Continue the downtrend. Something like this. It's basically taking sells from somewhere up here to get to here. If you look at this, this is like 6 pips as well, right? 6 pips to the support. But the whole idea is that we wanted to break through the support. This is a good marketing during no trade time just to keep people active, saying if it happens I'm gonna go in, but make sure it never happens. But imagine the time it gets in, bro. That would suck. Unless tell yourself put a buy limit somewhere up here. Okay, I have a sell limit up here and we're waiting for that. That would work, right? Oh, sorry, it didn't happen in 2 hours. Come back tomorrow. If this 15 closes bullish here, obviously we need to wait for something else because that's creating a support. So we need to break that support. Probably we need to wait for a 5-minute candle closing below here. I still don't mind if this goes up, grabs liquidity and we start dumping. You have a gap? Where's your gap? I don't have a gap on mine. On 5-minute look. No, I don't have gap. Oh yeah, you do have a gap. Interesting. I see no gap. I see, you see, we all see no gap. That's how I see feed looks. There's no gap there. For us, no top wick can start to make it now. Yeah, we could get that steeper top wick, still could end up flipping later. Even for buys, I don't see any entry here that's valid for buys at the moment with this no bottom wick here. This could be one big liquidity grab, you know, but again, buys are also going to make sense above here. So if this thing starts ripping, we can start to reconsider buys now. Especially if this 15-minute candle closes back in the range, this 15-minute candle will be doing what all of... Oh, that's the wrong drawing. Come on, man. Lacking on my drawings now. So, as I was saying, before I got rudely interrupted by my drawing, if this 15-minute candle closes back in the range, anything that does this and starts to leave that again, we can start to trade back up and try fill the range and even push through some of this chop actually with volume here, because this would be one big liquidity grab and I expect volume to push through. 4 hour would have come down, retest daily support, and this is one massive fake out. People don't notice it and we end up going towards the upside, right? Boom, we break, especially we break 4 hour high, we go towards the upside, rejecting from daily low. Don't forget that we rejected from daily low. Imagine if we broke lows before news. Yeah, then we're in deep shit, obviously. Straight to SL. But today price action kept us safe. And it didn't break the lows. If it broke the lows, then price action would have been shitty to us as it has been. I think either way, I'm gonna delete, if you had a sell stop, maybe delete your sell stop, because we're going to need a 5-minute at least closing bearish here. 5-minute closing bearish, then we can re-put it. And we have 9 minutes till next news. We obviously saw this news do a little bit of a jump. So next Euro news, we will see what happens. Give me a sec, I'll go toilet, come back. If you're a buyer today, you're even also crying here because no bottom wick on 15. Well, that's news cause move, right? Wonder how it affected the euro here. Yeah, euro's going up. GU not as big reaction than GJ. Let's see what news did, because this news will give us information for the next one. Numbers do not show. Let me refresh. 44. All right, so that's why we saw reaction here, because it came back. That's quite a big drastic. If you look at the forecast for the GBP, it's forecasted as expected. This is 0.1 difference. This forecast here was basically supposed to, no, sorry, wrong one. This forecast here was basically supposed to come back higher than expected. Not only did it come back lower than last time, it came back way lower, which is interesting for French. Now, German economy has not been doing well these days, so I think this will come back bearish here. We will see these numbers come down. PMI will come down. How's Raja Banks has 2K views on stream? When you really get 1K despite knowing what... Hey, I can't say that live. It will come, man. We will get 1,000 viewers on stream. Don't worry. We come here, provide value. I think we've helped a lot of people on stream. I'm not someone who hides my positions on stream. We're very transparent, and I think over time people will see. As soon as the markets start going, you know, also he's more he's also popular, right? I'm not as popular as him. You know, at the end of the day, time will tell, right? I've only been streaming for just a year basically, right? Look at when stream record started. Not even a year on stream record. June 7th, right? June 7th is when stream record started. So we're not a year in on stream here. So, you know, it will take time. It will take time. And if the community wants to keep supporting me, then they'll do it. And that's how we will grow, right? That's how we will grow, you know? Basically the like button. That's how it works. Right, GJ moving like a train. How's this 5 minute? Bro, Tradingview is messed up. Can you look at this shit? I have no wick on this 5 minute candle, but this shows a wick, right? You can see this shows a wick here. But no wick on this. The candle that ripped down here with no top wick had a nipple wick on my... Let me scroll back. Had a nipple wick on my broker here, see? Has a nipple wick on my broker. Goes down. This one that has a wick here has no bottom wick here. But we might be in for some interesting buys here, guys. Just give this a second. News, we have news in 3 minutes. Let news finish and we might have some stupid continuation today. I might try something frisky today. Because if this news is gonna continue here, I might try something scary here. Whoa, 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 whoa. SL will be an issue? Well, no. I mean, if I try something scary here, I'm gonna use volume to the advantage. I'm gonna use the bottom wick as an SL to get 10, 12 pips. I'm not going to buy. Oh yeah, that is, of course that is a concern, right? We have to worry about that as well. But that's the point. Everyone is now looking for sells, right? Oh, what a patience can do for a man? Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get triggered into any sells and just waited for break of 15-minute lows. Would have been disgusting. I would rage quit and go cry myself to sleep. Rage quit and cry myself to sleep. We're 17 pip from dangers. UJ pushing up with this as well? Yeah, it is. Stranger danger. Damn. Gold is even pushing up with this news here. Interesting times, boys. Interesting times. Imagine intervention now. Wouldn't that be nasty? Let's keep that sell order. That's actually where sells would still make sense, right? You literally could leave a sell stop there, and if interventions were to trigger, the problem is how much do you get slipped on the intervention? That's the only problem. Does it slip your order by 5, 6 pips, 7 pips, whatever it may be? Guys, what are we saying for this next news? Up or down? Quickly. 57 seconds. Let's see in chat. Next news, up or down? Backwards. I'm seeing down, a lot of down. More down than up. Little move. I'm saying up because people will want to go in, so probably we will see it go up. Now everyone's saying up. Yeah, now change your mind, right? I don't know why they bother with forecasts. Just ask Tradesharpe chat. Bro, forecasts are also dog water, bro. Here we go. Shit, bro. Told you it would push up. Holy shit. Damn. Wild moves today. want to see numbers. Numbers, what? Yeah, come on. That's not even a big number jump. And we see such a reaction in the yen. UJ as well. Guys, be very careful of intervention here. Be very careful. Take out these highs and then intervene. How classic. Be careful, be careful. Something fishy might happen. Had a little instant buy, hit my TP instantly. Yeah, man. That would have. Now I have to look, how do you get into this buy move here? Nah, I don't see it. Big gap on 5 minutes? Yeah, a lot of brokers will have a nice little gap here. Nice little gap. Hit your stream deck. Oh, bullish candle doesn't have bottom wicks? Yeah, yeah. It's news moves, right? These are very anyone who bought here as a gambler, yeah, they love to take a little of a gamble. Listen, news trading is not in my plan, so you can't blame me for not taking these type of trades, right? Because this is not something I do, right? I don't just jump in these moves. So blame me if I miss a trade, 100%. Blame me if I miss a trade, especially that I plan to take. If I plan to take a trade and I don't enter, then you guys should shit on me, because that is a big problem. I would even be upset with myself. Spread is huge, I can't take a trade. Yeah, especially, by the way, guys, if you're funded, be very careful, because this will invalidate your funded accounts. Actually, no, you'd get away on GBP. That's bad. That's gambling. That is bad. Forex Factory, no. Tradesharpe voting poll, yes. You did not gamble here? No, I'm not gambling on news. As much as I like the size of these moves and they are very juicy, I'm not gambling on 1 minute candles here, pushing 34 pips. As much as it's sexy, for sure. There's no way I could get into that. Yeah. It will come down? No, don't bet on it coming down. Like, follow momentum, guys, right? Just see what structure does. Obviously, if we start leaving 6-3 here, upside makes more sense. Upside makes more sense, you know? Look at that liquidity grab here. This candle closes like this was very, very, very juicy. Oni was relying on vote poll. No, they actually got it wrong. They were all saying down. They were all saying down in chat, and then I said I expect it to go up, and everyone's like up, 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 up. They're trying to keep their win rate. They're doing a Forex guru marketing strategy. They're trying to keep their news win rate high. I see you guys. I want to see Jixi. Yeah, Jixi is not being smashed. But it is already smashed, so how much lower can we go? Nah, I set up? Okay, I give you benefit of the doubt. %100% win rate? I don't know. Now you guys manipulating a little bit. I need to see stream track record. I need to see a track record like mine. Oh, that's not my track record. This one. I need to see it to believe you guys. I need to see the YouTube link where you guys said up or down. Please. Do you think 1 hour on gold closing above? As counter trend? 1 hour close above? Yeah, you probably need the 1 hour on, unless you need 15 starting to leave this zone. Wait for like a 5 thunder. Oops. Then you can counter trend trade it, you know, but if you start to see rejection, just get out. GJ to the moon? Well, not anymore. If you're still holding news move, be careful. Don't end up, you know, praying that this thing continues. I'm back. Good to be back. Feels like home. I'm glad, bro. Welcome back. We're chilling here, man. We're vibing. We're not losing money, but you know, at the same time, let's just get through this period because it's a long one, man. I tell you that much. I've not experienced this in a couple of years, to be honest. All of this news should be released during Asian. Tell me about it, bro. The only one good thing is we have a lot of good conversations during these times, right? We have a lot of good conversations during these times. And the one thing I like to say is I do appreciate all of you guys showing up to listen to the conversations. We still have 600 people show up. We used to have 800 when people used to come around, right? Obviously, slower market times, I understand. But they'll come back for sure. But I appreciate all of you guys showing up. And, you know, this is part of the journey. And the good thing is that no one is going to teach you how to navigate through these times. Like, we're learning a massive lesson here. We're learning a massive lesson of how to navigate through these times without blowing everything. Because if I just went and forced everything, imagine I forced the sells, like I said, you know, breaking these lows here instead of waiting for closes like I normally do. Imagine I changed my plan, that I disregarded me waiting for closes and went impulsive entries. That's why I don't take impulsive entries, because they fail for me. Imagine I just went. I would have got into like 2 pip profit and then straight into loss. Right? Boom, stop loss hit. And like that Bank of Japan guy, you know? So the good thing is, you know, you guys are getting to see. Some streamers have 2-3 people with them on stream. They're still boring, but Harry himself entertains all of us. Yeah, because we're a good community. We have a lot of questions. We have we talk. We're not just, you know, being all bots. You know, there's not all bots. I mean, we have a community here. You know, we have our community. I'll ask them if they want to show up on stream. I don't know. Maybe they can let me know if they want to be on stream. They can come chat. See you, Trey, man. See you, Trey. Take care. Is it only me but Tradingview failing to load on PC? I was having some issues, but it's okay when I refreshed. I would send you the gold chart, but it doesn't work with you on my chart. Well, look, I'll accept you today because you've been asking so much. I'll literally accept you today. You can come and show me yourself. How does that sound? Does that sound like a good idea? I'm down. Of course. My trading view has totally refused to load. That's not good. The minute I message this, the gold drops 10 pips, bro. I'm telling you, spy and chat. You have to be careful, bro. Spy and chat. I don't know what's happening to TradingView. Use browser. I always use browser, not app. Banks starting to watch Ari, yeah, for a long time, but they're still losing long term, right? Can you believe that? They're still losing long term? Yeah, maybe they're up on GJ now, but they still lose. What if hedge funds close their yen shorts and Bank of Japan intervene as well? Then the hedge funds are going to be they're going to be upset. Would the quick scalp be worth it with the 5-minute? You probably want above the key level, right? We normally notice how it respects a key level and then goes down. So you probably want a key level, something like this, where we get above the key level. Is it worth the scalp? That's up to you, you know, if that's something you want to try. It is an option, yes. I would just break even at this wick. I mean, you could look, you know, I think, yeah, it could be something. Could definitely be like one of these aggressive options that you take for sure. Bro, Jesus only first influenced 12 people. That is true, you know, that is true. Mofos don't even come to say hi anymore. They'll come here, buy or sell. Yeah, because they're anxious for trades, right? But they don't realize that they can't show up here once. Like, if you're new to this stream, you're probably like, what the fuck, man? This sucks. Like, we're not taking trades, which I get it. I'm also here sitting there like, you think I'm enjoying getting up every day at the time that I make money to sit here and have to sit through this? Not fun. But what I do like is having a community that we can discuss. I mean, this would be, I tell you, if I was by myself right now, I'd probably go and dive into bad habits, you know? Because you have nothing else to do, right? What are you going to do if you're by yourself? You're going to start making excuses to start taking trades and stuff like this. Yes, you enjoy being with us? Yeah, with you guys, of course. You guys are chill. You guys understand the process. Those who don't understand the process will just leave. But then that's the people who don't deserve to be there, right? If the world hates you, remember it hated me first. No, in the reality of life, if you really want to get it, if you want to go deep like that, everything in the world is there to hurt you. Your parents are there to hurt you because at some point they leave. Relationships are there to hurt you because at some point they end or one of you passes. At some point, you realize that you also pass. At some point, people are out there to be jealous of you and to do what? To annoy you. The world will always have disgusting things happening around us. People dying, people not having food, people not even having access to water. And we can stand here and talk about our problems of not having a trade when people are worrying about a bomb going and hitting their head. You know? So your job as a human is to be the best version you can and be grateful for what you have because there's always someone who has less. Right? And realize that you have to just live this life in the best way you can because this is your only chance. It's your only chance. You don't get one more chance. You really don't. So stop complaining about the small things. Stop feeling sorry that you're not where you want to be right now because that's all a test. That's all a test for you to be a better version. Tell me how, if you cannot survive rougher times, that you're going to be a worse person. It's impossible. I promise. I promise it's impossible. You know? That's what we have to do. We have to just navigate life as best as we can and we learn along the way. We're all human. And guess what? We're just going to be a better versions of ourselves if we come out the other side. But most people fucking quit before they come out the other side. I promise. I promise. Trust me, long term guys, if you're here waiting for a trade, anxious, you're going to give it back. Please trust me this. Because you might make $200-300 now. And you might feel like you're on top of the world. But if you don't learn the skill, if you don't know how to preserve that money, you're going to just give it back and those $300-400 going to be worth nothing. Literally in a year, what is $300-400 going to do for you? You know? Because if I'm here taking FOMO positions, prime example today, very close. If I FOMO'd in just breaking the lows here, that's it, lost. I'm breaking my plan and now I'm losing money for breaking my plan. It's gone. I can't get that back and now I have to be pissed the whole day. If I'm not taking a trade that doesn't follow my plan, what have I lost? I just have frustration. But that's a temporary feeling. There's no such thing as a bad day, a bad time. It's only a period. And guess what happens? Nothing, even markets don't move straight. Your trading will never be like this, guys. Never. It's impossible. It will be like this. Why do markets even move like that? Everything in life works like that. You'll be here, then you'll be here. And the people who can't stand up here, they're just going to remain here for the rest of their life. And this is why people depress. This is why generations are getting worse. This is why we're seeing lazy people in life. Because when they get down here, this is comfort zone. They just give up, they try something else, and they stay in this cycle of they get somewhere, they see success, they don't push themselves, boom, they come back down, they range. They try something else, they come back up, they do a little bit well, boom, they come back down, they range in life. And then every time, you never let yourself get past this stage. And what's on the opposite side of this stage is really, really nice. You will be satisfied not with the money, fuck the money, but with self-achievement. Because you leave all that money behind, right? But at least you can take with yourself your dignity. You live life like a warrior knowing that he fought his best. You did your best. But at least experiment that potential. But to get here, You know how much you have to sacrifice down here? Is not even funny. You have to sacrifice so much down here. So much. I'm telling you. The amount of sacrifice. People around me, my close friends around me, they will tell you facts of how I lived life before and how I live life now. Because of what sacrifices I make. Not for me. It's for me. Because I want to achieve the best version I can. You know? I do it for me. It's not for you. It's not for anyone on YouTube. It's for me. And that's the best I can do. You know? That's it. I'm done my rant. Over and out. Over and out. So the only next stage is for us to kill it. Now you have two choices. You either just give up now and go find someone who's giving you signals that you think are great. Join it. Learn the lesson that it's probably not going to seem what you think it is. I promise you guys. You're probably going to realize, hey, it's not as great as he said on Instagram. There's no chance that a trader is winning 24/7. There's no chance. Follow the signals and you'll see yourself. I can put money on it. I will literally give you $5,000 if you can show me a trader that never loses and has bad times. Please. I'll give you money because I will myself invest in his signals. Why not? If that's the case. But I know it doesn't work like that, guys. Because when I started, I wish it did. I wish it did. Don't we all wish it did? We all wish there was easier ways to make money. But if there was such easy ways to make money, then why is everyone broke? You know, why are people trying? Like, come on, let's be realistic, man. Like, you have to grind. You have to take this, you know, step by step. How you told me not only to trade, but go to the gym, have nice shape. But, oh God, fuck's sake, bro. This is so true. I've been trading for 2 to 3 years. After 2 months of profits, decided to go unfunded. Chasing money. I passed phase 1, failed completely. Phase 2, came to conclusion that I have to learn the skill yet to preserve my capital and be consistent. Yeah, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing you now pass phase 2. You know? You know what I mean? It's just how it is, guys, you know? Sometimes this stuff has to be said, you know? It's just reality. It's all about your shot, you know. You can read all of this stuff. All of them are saying 1 to 3 weeks, but that's different. That's a swing trading strategy. Just ask him? Well then, no, I don't want to speak to Tuta, man. Yeah, I'll reply to your gold trade, man. Don't worry, I'll reply to your gold trade. If gold wants to break out now, it needs to get above the range. That's where you're going to get buys. Above the range. Alright? Wait for buys above the range. 5-minute structure. Watch this area and then take buys. Because remember, bias is fully bearish here. Price is going down, so don't be pissed. For GJ here, obviously heavy news move. We have GBP news coming in 5 minutes. It needs to make its mind up. I was hoping that we could get a trade before the news here, but it looks like a lot of news coming. We have news now and then again in 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that and we'll see what ends up happening. I'm gonna show up tomorrow as usual, and at some point this is gonna break because that's how the cycle works. But The cycle is gonna break before I break. Now you have two choices in this trading career. You either let the markets break you, or you don't break. It's up to you. But the way you don't break is just don't do anything when it's not following your plan. You've seen the results, guys. This is what I'm extremely grateful for, is that I've been happy enough to stream for a year straight and show you guys that there are times when it's non-stop. Non-stop. Back to back to back to back. Every single day you're gonna get movements. And then there are times where it's slower. But at the end of the day, when you look at this, right, look, this is this month, guys. We're in the 4th. It's such a small period compared to how many positions are taken before. And you'll forget about it in a month. So that's how it will be. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you all.